Okay, so day three, of 100. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's kind of confusing how I can talk about the same thing, or relatively the same thing, throughout almost all of the 100 days. I almost feel like it's a vlog, like just what I'm doing each day. I'm not sure. Now, all things are connected. I believe that, like, 100%. So, I guess technically I could talk about anything, realistically. Got work today. Got about 20 hours this week. Again, I don't start my second set of classes, English and Math, until the 19th. Today's what, the 3rd? Yes, today's the 3rd. My hair's growing quite nicely. I was bald, for most of you who do not know. Most of you probably do. But for the people who are seeing this for the first time, my name is Scott Horst, and generally I shave my head, like, whenever something big happens, or when I feel that I need to make a change. And on my way back to California from Illinois, I was riding the train all the way back, Northern Pass, all the way down, and there was a woman who also had recently shaved her head, and mine was like bald, hers was like stubbly. She was all like, "Yeah, I recently shaved my head," and I was like, "Was there a reason? Is it medical? Was it your own choice?" And she said that it was her own choice, and I can honestly say that is the first female that I have ever met or knew who has ever done that. And she basically mentioned that the growth of hair, I think she said 6 months or so after that, after when you first shave your head, is all healthy spiritually for everything. And so I started to think about that, and it kind of reminds me of the old biblical story about the guy who I guess only has strength with his hair, something like that. It's been forever since I read that story. In any case, I'm really liking the hair. Makes me feel good. A lot of people like my hair more than me being bald, but I've got to be honest. It's comfortable. If you've ever shaved your head, you know what I'm talking about. It's a very comfortable feeling. I would almost be inclined to say that senses, in some ways, are very heightened. And I haven't really begun to exactly assess that. But I don't know. I like the hair. And it's really long right now, but it feels good. Anyways, enough about the hair. I'm a guy. Why are we talking about hair? I don't know. So, yes. Goals. I guess I have some new goals that are essentially a part of the 100-day goals, of which it's possibly transferred back up to Sacramento and going to ARC. I had recently received an email stating that VVC the ARC has received my FAFSA, and I don't remember applying ARC's FAFSA to my original application online for FAFSA. But well, I think I did, but I took it off. But apparently they still got it. So I'm really anticipating on, like, next week, I'm going to go into school and I'm going to say, hey, this is what I want to do. How do I do it? So I'm going to go in and I'm going to talk to a counselor, and I'm going to start asking some questions. Excuse me. So, yeah. I intend on going back to where I think I belong. For now. I miss all the people. I could start naming off names, but people tend to get, like, angry that I don't mention names. So, I miss everybody. I wouldn't say, like, equally, because, I mean, I hang out with more people more often than others. But down here, I don't hang out with nobody. Don't know anybody that's... Well, I know people, but... How do I say this without, like, hurting feelings? It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel permanent. And so, now that I understand that, I am making plans to do something about that. And God willing, that will happen right after classes end here, which my last class is on the 15th. And so, I hope to be on my way sometime before New Year's, because a few New Year's ago, that's funny, English major, saying New Year's is plural. Anyways, we had a pretty big get-together, bigger than I've normally gotten, which only consisted of like 5 people. Anyways, I'm hoping that this year's going to be a little bigger, and I'm trying to coordinate as many people as possible, and that could be, not just my friends, but I'm going to encourage my friends to invite their friends. That way, we have something that's epic. I mean, heck, it's supposed to be 2012. Epic. It's gonna have to be epic. So, I also hope to be there a little early. That way I can hang out, chill with some friends before New Year's. But we'll see. I have to ask a lot of questions. I have to get the transfer for schools in order and set up to see if it's possible, see how it would work. I have to do some research still. And so I will be updating through the videos on information that I do find out. And again, that's one of the big things that's kind of difficult for the daily videos, is that there's gaps in time between my goals. So I guess this is kind of why we're making this, because as you talk about things click, and so it's almost like baby steps. This is genius. I just had like a small epiphany. This, I don't want to say program, this form of documentation of time and goals is to help you force yourself to leave a small imprint. Something that, not small, that's not what I want to say. It's almost like meditation, okay? It's forcing you to sit down and select out a few moments out of your day, and within those moments, you're going to be talking about your goals. And as you talk about them, something's going to come up in your mind. You're going to be like, oh, I should also do this, or I have time to do that also. And so you're sitting here and you're talking about it, and so it's recorded. It's shared with everybody. And if you happen to, talk about it, and then someone else comments on it and be like, oh, hey, did you end up doing this? What did you find out about that? And you're like, oh, I forgot to do that. And it reminds you, because it's public. Genius. So, yeah. Wow. I don't I don't really know what else to say. I'm kind of just laughing at that realization right now. Trying to think of something else to, conjure up, but it's not working. So, we'll leave it at that. Any questions, comments, feel free to drop them anywhere. Facebook, the site that it's linked to, or YouTube. Again, this is Kato-san. Out.